Genghis Khan, a name whispered with fear and awe. He built the largest contiguous land empire in history. From the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe, his Mongol armies rode, conquering all in their path. But India, a land of riches and ancient wisdom, always seemed to elude his grasp. Did he ever plan to conquer the subcontinent? The answer is a tale of ambition, challenges, and unexpected turns of fate. History remembers Genghis Khan as a ruthless conqueror. However, he was also a brilliant strategist and a shrewd leader. His ambition knew no bounds. India, with its fabled wealth and strategic location, naturally caught his attention. The possibility of adding India to his vast empire was a temptation too great to ignore. The story of Genghis Khan's potential invasion of India is shrouded in speculation and debate. Some historians believe he always intended to conquer India. Others argue that it was a fleeting thought, never seriously considered. The truth, as is often the case with history, likely lies somewhere in between. Regardless of his true intentions, the story of Genghis Khan and India offers a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a conqueror and the forces that shaped his decisions. It's a story of ambition, obstacles, and the unpredictable nature of history itself. Born Temujin in 1162, Genghis Khan's early life was marked by hardship and struggle. Orphaned at a young age, he rose from obscurity to unite the Mongol tribes. Through cunning, ruthlessness, and an unwavering belief in his destiny, he forged a formidable fighting force. By 1221, the Mongol Empire stretched across Central Asia. Genghis Khan's armies had crushed powerful empires. The Khwarezmian dynasty, rulers of Persia, fell to the Mongol war machine. This victory brought Genghis Khan's forces to the very doorstep of India. Tales of Mongol military prowess spread like wildfire. Their mastery of horsemanship was unmatched. Their archers were renowned for their accuracy and range. They were masters of siege warfare, capable of bringing down the mightiest fortifications. Their reputation preceded them, striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. The Mongol Empire wasn't just built on brute force. Genghis Khan was a shrewd administrator who valued loyalty and meritocracy. He established a legal code, the Yasa, which promoted religious tolerance and trade. He created a sophisticated postal system that spanned his vast empire. These innovations allowed him to maintain control and facilitate communication over vast distances. While Genghis Khan was consolidating his power in the east, India was in a state of political fragmentation. The once mighty Gupta Empire had long since crumbled. Numerous Rajput kingdoms, constantly at war with each other, controlled much of North India. The Delhi Sultanate, ruled by the Mamluk dynasty, held sway over much of northwestern India. The Sultanate was a powerful force, but it was plagued by internal strife and constantly fending off rivals. The political landscape of India was a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and shifting power dynamics. This disunity presented both an opportunity and a challenge to Genghis Khan. The lack of a united defense could make conquering India easier. However, it also meant that he would face a constant stream of adversaries, each with their own ambitions and agendas. The cultural and religious landscape of India was just as diverse as its political map. Hinduism was the dominant faith, but Buddhism, Jainism, and Islam all had significant followings. This religious diversity, while enriching, also contributed to social divisions that could be exploited by a cunning conqueror. Genghis Khan's potential invasion of India came at a pivotal moment in the subcontinent's history. The outcome of such an invasion would have had profound and long-lasting consequences for both Mongolia and India. Geography played a crucial role in shaping Genghis Khan's plans. The towering Hindu Kush mountains, with their treacherous passes and unforgiving terrain, formed a natural barrier between Central Asia and India. These mountains were more than just a physical obstacle. They represented a logistical nightmare for an army on the move. Supplying a large force across such difficult terrain would be a Herculean task. The scorching heat of the Indian plains presented another challenge. The Mongols, accustomed to the cool steppes of Central Asia, would have found the Indian climate debilitating. The rainy season, with its torrential downpours and muddy terrain, would further hinder their movements. Genghis Khan, a master strategist, was acutely aware of these geographical realities. He understood that conquering India would require careful planning, logistical mastery, and a willingness to adapt to unfamiliar conditions. The geographical challenges posed by the Hindu Kush Mountains and the Indian climate were formidable but not insurmountable. Genghis Khan had overcome similar obstacles in his conquests of Persia and China. However, these challenges would undoubtedly complicate any invasion plans and force the Mongols to make difficult choices. Section 5. The Heat of Battle, the Chill of Fear. In 1221, Genghis Khan's forces clashed with the remnants of the Khwarezmian army near the Indus River, a natural boundary between Persia and India. This encounter, though brief, offered a glimpse of what a Mongol invasion of India might have looked like. The Mongols, led by the brilliant general Jebe, routed the Khwarezmian forces. The battle showcased the devastating speed and maneuverability of the Mongol cavalry. It also highlighted the psychological impact of the Mongol war machine. Tales of Mongol brutality preceded them. They were known to massacre entire cities that resisted and spare those who surrendered. This reputation served them well, often causing their enemies to flee in terror before a single arrow was fired. The psychological impact of the Mongol invasion cannot be overstated. The fear they instilled was a weapon as potent as any sword or arrow. It sowed discord among their enemies, undermined morale, and made resistance seem futile. The Battle of Indus, though a relatively minor engagement, demonstrated the challenges and opportunities that an invasion of India would present. It showed the military superiority of the Mongols, but also highlighted the importance of logistics and the need to adapt to unfamiliar terrain and climate. Section 6. A chase across the Indus. After the Battle of the Indus, Genghis Khan did not immediately press his advantage into India. Instead, he dispatched a small force under Dorbe Dokshin to pursue the fleeing Khwarezmian prince, Jalal ad-Din Mingbonu. This chase led Dorbe Dokshin and his men deep into the Punjab region of India. They clashed with local rulers who offered refuge to the Khwarezmian prince. These skirmishes, though not full-scale battles, provided the Mongols with valuable intelligence about the land and its people. Dorbe Dokshin's reports back to Genghis Khan painted a picture of a land both rich and divided. They spoke of fertile lands and wealthy cities, but also of fractious rulers and a population unaccustomed to foreign rule. This information, coupled with the logistical challenges of maintaining a large army in India, likely contributed to Genghis Khan's decision not to launch a full-scale invasion. He was a pragmatic leader who understood the importance of choosing his battles wisely. The chase across the Indus, though a sideshow in the grand scheme of the Mongol conquests, played a significant role in shaping Genghis Khan's perception of India. It provided him with valuable knowledge about the land and its people. Knowledge that would inform his ultimate decision to hold back from a full-scale invasion. Section 7. The Legacy of an Invasion Never Launched. In 1227, Genghis Khan died without realizing his ambition of conquering India. The reasons for his decision remain a subject of debate among historians. Some argue that he was deterred by the logistical challenges and the fierce resistance he encountered. Others believe that he was simply distracted by other conflicts and saw greater opportunities elsewhere. Whatever the reason, his decision to turn back from the Indus River had profound consequences for both Mongolia and India. For the Mongols, India remained a tantalizing prize just out of reach. Genghis Khan's successors would launch several raids into the subcontinent, but a full-scale invasion never materialized. The Mongol Empire would reach its greatest extent under Genghis Khan's grandson Kublai Khan, but India would remain beyond its grasp. For India, Genghis Khan's decision to hold back from a full-scale invasion meant that the subcontinent was spared the widespread destruction and upheaval that had accompanied the Mongol conquests elsewhere. Section 8. What if? A world turned upside down. The question of what might have happened had Genghis Khan invaded India is a tantalizing one for historians and history enthusiasts alike. It's a question that sparks endless speculation and debate. Some argue that Genghis Khan's military genius and the might of the Mongol army would have easily overwhelmed the divided Indian kingdoms. They envision a scenario where the Mongol Empire extends its reach across the entire subcontinent, forever altering the course of Indian history. Others believed that the challenges of logistics, climate, and the fierce resistance of the Indian people would have ultimately bogged down the Mongol war machine. They argue that the invasion, even if initially successful, would have eventually been repelled, leaving both sides exhausted and depleted. The truth is, we can never know for sure what might have happened. The question of what if. Section 9. The enduring legend. Though Genghis Khan never set foot in India, his name continued to evoke both fear and fascination in the subcontinent for centuries. His story became the stuff of legends, passed down through generations. The Mughal Empire, founded by Babur, a descendant of Timur, who himself claimed descent from Genghis Khan, would eventually conquer much of India. The Mughals, though themselves conquerors, drew inspiration from Genghis Khan's military strategies and administrative skills. The legacy of Genghis Khan in India is a complex one. He's remembered as a ruthless conqueror, but also as a brilliant strategist and a unifier. His story serves as a reminder of the enduring power of ambition, the impact of unforeseen circumstances, and the enduring allure of what might have been. The story of Genghis Khan and India, though ultimately a story of an invasion that never happened, continues to fascinate and intrigue us. It's a story that speaks to the interconnectedness of history, the impact of individuals on the course of events, and the enduring power of legends.